The Brandon Peters Show may contain explicit language and detailed plot points. For more information on the show, stay tuned to the end of the episode.
The summer of 2015 at 10.
It's another Friday and time to close the week out on the summer of 2015 at 10 with another music video. And returning for another chat. And this time she's going to watch me whip and watch me Nae Nae from the Fake Ass Book Club. It is Kat Fitzpatrick.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back here. Glad to have you again. It's been a long summer. How you doing? Holding in there?
So great. You know, I love Fridays and I love summer. So this is perfect.
Perfect. And I'm glad, we got together. I was like, hey, we're the same clothes as last time. And you're like, got it. We took a continuity
Understood
Polaroid.
the assignment. For people who can't see it, I'm wearing my Luigi Magneto was right t-shirt.
There you go. Oh, jeez. What was he ever? Was he ever? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time we had 5 movies on Monday. It was a 5-movie banger, which they happen throughout because as the summers have gone, in 82 we covered every movie that came out that summer.
Wow.
93 we had to cut some. 2004 we had to cut a lot, and we had to cut even more because there's just so many movies to get made all the time now. But then there's some where it's like, we're not skipping these. And this was one where we couldn't skip like any of them. So the first one, Cop Car. Have you seen that one?
No. Just to let people remind people, in 2015, Kat was heavy in the parenting game.
Okay. So Cop Car is the little indie film starring Kevin Bacon that was directed by John Watts, who gets noted for this and goes on to direct the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
Oh, okay.
It is a terrific little movie. I do recommend that.
Okay.
It was in my top 10 for that year. Spoiler. Well, you probably heard it. It's on the Monday episode. But yeah, it was in the top 10 for my 2015 movies.
Okay.
The next movie is Shaun the Sheep.
Oh, okay. So I remember this being out. I don't remember anything that happens. I just love that animation style.
It's the Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Aardman. Yeah, it's good stuff.
And I send that meme all the time where he's cheesing with the thumbs up
There
and
you go.
saying
Yep.
yes. Yeah, I love that.
Perfect. The next one is Ricky and the Flash.
Ricky and the Flash.
It is a written by Diablo Cody movie, and it's has Meryl Streep playing an old rocker.
Okay. So Diablo Cody, she's the one that did Juno, right?
Juno, Jennifer's Body, one of my favorite films, young adult. I really like Diablo Cody's work.
Oh, I think I did see this.
Yeah.
Okay, because did she have a daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
I do remember this. Okay, I liked this.
Yeah, it's good. I do like it too.
Okay.
Okay. The next one is The Gift. And this is the one with Jason Bateman. And it's got Joel Edgerton. And it's got what's her name? I love her and stuff.
Oh, it looks ominous. I just Googled it. Is it ominous?
So this was a big hit, big surprise hit of the summer. It's got Rebecca Hall too. So Jason Bateman plays a guy. He used to bully Joel Edgerton's character back in the day, and he tries to make friends with him now, and it gets really awkward and stuff. And it's pretty good.
Okay, it's saying it's a psychological thriller.
Yes.
That's what it's giving.
It's a
Okay.
good, it's a very good popcorn movie that a lot of people probably thought it was a bit deeper than it is. But it's good. It's good. So
Okay.
And the last movie we talked about, the major release for this week, was Fantastic Four, the one with Michael B. Jordan, and that was just everybody was waiting on it to just crash and burn. Where Michael B. Jordan played the Human Torch, and there was what's his name? It's Miles Teller. Miles Teller played Mr. Fantastic. Michael B. Jordan's Human Torch. Kate Mara was Sue Storm. Jamie Bell is Ben Grimm, and Toby Kebbell was Doctor Doom, and it was directed by the guy who did Chronicle, and like he famously was like a mess on set, like on drugs,
Oh.
hiding in a house, and the like chopped a head. Like he had problems, and because this movie did so bad, the on-set reports about him were so bad, he was fired from doing a Star Wars movie about Boba Fett.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So he was supposed to do a Luke. Yeah,
Stakes were high.
stakes were high. So
So it
yeah,
reminds me a little bit of that HBO show, The Franchise.
yeah, yeah.
Kind of like where you get that glimpse into that. Now, I will say I never watched I never saw it
A lot of people
because I
didn't.
heard
It
the
bombed
reviews.
hard.
Yeah, I heard the reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And I was never a big Fantastic Four fan in the comics either.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't have me like running out to see it
Yeah.
anyway. Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, everybody. I remember I went and saw it because I want to. So my rule is like I can't talk or have an opinion on something if I didn't see it. You know,
That's
like
fair.
and I because like there's a lot of stuff I see people like trash or talk. I'm like, well, did you see it? No. I'm like, well, how do you know? And two, I saw it and it was actually pretty good. This is not the case with that,
Oh,
but I'll watch something like I've seen all the Twilight movies because I wanted to have an opinion on them, and I still
yeah.
think that first one's a pretty solid little goofy movie.
I like the last
And the
one.
last one had an awesome battle scene at the end. I will give it that.
Yeah.
They had that
I
creepy
mean,
baby, but it had an awesome battle scene at the end. And I will give that the song that they use in both the last two, wonderful ballad,
yeah,
wonderful
Thousand
ballad.
Years.
Yes,
Love
thousand
that
years.
song.
Yes.
And I didn't like that. I think they should have let Bella kill Jacob after that imprinting comment. I
Ah,
think that would
yeah,
have been great. I would have
yeah,
really enjoyed the movie much more if she just went ahead and ripped his throat out. But,
yep.
I'll make my own movie.
There you go. Uh, Fan fiction. It happened later.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I just I watch and people are like, you watched all this, or why did you watch this? Like I recently, and this is going to be way back months ago now. I reviewed the Section 31 4K for the show, and because they send me the copy, they want me to review it, and people are like, some people thought I bought it, which no. But they're like, why would you sit through? I'm like, I reviewed it, and I'm honest. Like I thought it was horrid, but
A lot of
like
wasted potential.
yeah, I love it, and I'm like, I just yeah, I was looking forward to it, but like when I saw it, I was just like, there's a post production mess here, and then just something that wasn't as interesting as it could have been. But like I had to warn on my YouTube, and people at the time of this recording have been because whenever I've reviewed Discovery stuff, like I end up having to block people, delete comments because
Jeepers.
the stuff they complain about has nothing to do with the fucking program or why the show's not good or whatever like that. I'm like, I want good, valid criticism and fruitful discussion, not your like if I see the fucking woke word on it or something like that, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. That's you decided you don't like
I
something.
always tell people when they don't like woke stuff, it's like, are we allowed to cuss on here?
You can cuss all you want. I'm
Oh,
rated E.
sweet. I always tell them, go to sleep, ho. It's
Yeah.
like if you're tired, be quiet and go to sleep, ho.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, everybody else, we want to be awake.
Like it's like that's not why like you can have troubles with the writing, you can have trouble with it, but like
Mhm.
just because of who they cast or the identities of characters, that shouldn't hurt your enjoy like fuck off. Like that's
And
all
also
I say.
Star Trek been woke. Like that
Yeah,
was the whole point of
it
it.
started that way. Star Trek did. Star Trek did, Doctor Who did, and they both evolved with the times of that stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
that's
The
a
original,
whole
it's like, yeah, it's like if you didn't, that's fine.
Star Wars too. Like come on folks. Like yeah.
It's all of that stuff. It's like, okay, guys, I know what the real problem is.
Yeah. Thank you for outing yourself.
Now
Um
we know.
yeah, so
Whew.
that's my rule when I'm never
But yeah, Section 31 had some real problems. Because I
yeah,
went into it so excited and then was just slowly heartbroken with every scene.
right. So this is you said, it had real problems and that's the best segue to go for the music video we're talking about Watch Me, the debut single
Watch
from
me.
Silento. Another person who so Natalie LaRose, who I talked about earlier in the summer, not putting out albums or EPs, just straight up dropping singles. And this one peaks at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. Song went 6 times platinum. Before we get to anything about this song and stuff, I'm gonna hit the elephant in the room right away. This guy, Silento, so this is 2015. In August of 2020, he gets arrested in Santa Ana, California for inflicting injury on a cohabitant. The following day, he enters a random house in Valley Village, Los Angeles, wielding a hatchet, searching for his girlfriend. He swung at the people there before being told he's in the wrong house. The people in the house were able to disarm him and call the police.
So
Now,
was there substance abuse?
we're not done. If
Okay.
you don't know this story,
I don't know this story.
here we go.
Okay.
In October, just a couple months later, he gets arrested for speeding, doing 143 in a 65, reckless driving, parking in a prohibited place, and driving on roadways laned for traffic. He told police he was able to drive that fast because he was, quote unquote, not a regular person.
Oh.
And now, here's the
Oof.
crown jewel. A couple months later, in January of 2021, Silento is arrested in connecting with the shooting death of his cousin and charged with malice murder and felony murder. And his grandparents begged the judge not to let him out on bail or off any bail. So he's currently in jail for murder of his own cousin.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, you hate to see that. Oh, gee, you know it's bad when grannies like keep them in there.
So yeah, next time you're at a wedding reception, dancing to this.
There
you go.
Thank you, leg. Oh my goodness. So it's so funny because both of these songs I didn't know from the title.
Okay.
So when I
didn't know this one from the title either, and I was like, oh, it's this fucking one.
I call the song, Whip and Nae Nae.
Yeah.
So, but of course it's Watch Me, and it's I remember 2015, this was everywhere. Because of course it's such a fun, easy dance to do. You've got directions, it's it's great. It's got all the things. In real life though, this song always makes me think of Tina Fey.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. You familiar with the show Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
Yes.
Fantastic program.
Yes, it was
and
very
Tina
good.
Fey plays her alcoholic therapist. And at a certain point, she gets drunk on a camelback of vodka and starts whipping and nae-naeing. And
okay,
it's pretty great. So yeah, to me, that's what always comes to mind with
a happier
Watch Me
memory.
Whip.
A happier
Yes,
memory.
I gotta fill it in with something happy because, man, the lifestyles of pop stars can be brutal.
Yeah. And yeah, I remember this one it was just out there. Everybody heard it, and then it was like a legit like group dance, like the electric slide at weddings and stuff like that. It was there was it seemed like there was one per decade, but I feel like the 2010s added like 4 new because there was like the cha-cha slide came and then like nothing else for the longest time. And then we had this one. And then we had the I'm going down for a ride.
Cupid Shuffle.
Cupid Shuffle, that one. Thank you. Well, was that with 2000s? Time goes really fast for after a while.
The timeline is messy.
Yeah. So I'm just like, because I remember that one was one, and I'm like, I don't know these.
Yeah, it can get a little
2007.
confusing.
So that was the 2000s. Okay. So the Cha-Cha Slide contributed in the 90s. Cupid Shuffle 2007. And I guess this one for the 2010s was the orchestrated group dance that that your aunt could do at a reception. So
yeah, it's really sad that it had to end like that for the young man because he brought so much joy. And
Yeah.
the video, again, like I said, it looks like it wasn't getting a lot because once again, he's not a known talent because this was a one-hit
Yeah.
wonder. Yes. So you're not putting too much into the
Mm-hmm.
video anyway, but it's the same thing where you've got a crowd
Yeah.
sort of like it's like that mall video sort of vibe where everyone's just cheering everyone else on. Was it at a school?
It's like in a gym, yeah. So both of yours had to do with
Yeah.
like some sort of basketball was present in both your videos that we talked.
Yeah. Listen,
So
people love basketball.
yeah. So the video is directed by Mark Classfield, who is the director of JoJo Siwa's Karma's a Bitch. I should have
Huh.
known. Yep. But he we also talked about him already this summer because he did the video for Wiz Khalifa See You Again that kicked off these summer
Ah.
videos.
Oh,
So
wait, because that was on the Fast and Furious.
yep.
And so was this song. Because Whip and Nae Nae, was this on the Fast and Furious soundtrack?
I don't know. I didn't come by it.
Maybe, maybe not. I feel like it was on it. I don't know. I might be making that up. But yeah.
It got played in a lot of spots.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It was a hot, hot song.
yeah, I don't.
I might just be making that up.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not seeing.
Don't listen to Cat, guys.
It's okay. I didn't put it past it. I was like, you know what? It could have. It could have. So yeah, the music video, which is Vivo's second most watched video of all time.
Wow. What's the first?
I don't know. It's just
Oh, okay. I was
my
like, that's
research only
still
gave me that.
pretty.
Yeah, but yeah, it's got like mascots dancing. Just it's promoting people to do this dance, which is probably the smartest thing for a song like this to do in the music video.
Yeah, because there's a call to action.
Yeah, and you could pick up on it. They even have the old woman, the old white woman dancing,
Well, everybody loves that.
of course. Um, yeah, I don't know. Oh, you know what the number one is?
What?
Baby Shark.
That tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Baby Shark and Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nae Nae. That's-
Oh no, this is why I got it was on the soundtrack for Ferdinand.
Oh,
I
okay.
just got my F's mixed up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
which I never saw
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's that one with
with the
John
bull.
Cena as the bull. Yeah, I own that
Hmm.
movie randomly
Oh.
because they sent it to me for review. So I was like,
Oh, okay. How was it?
Kids will like it. I don't remember. I
Okay.
don't remember.
Well, that's not a glowing review.
Yeah. Um, no, I think it was actually well reviewed back then, though.
It looks like it's got some decent scores.
Yeah. So that's possible. So this song, they started this dance on campaign with this song where people did their own like music video parodies and things like that, raised a bunch of money. So guess some good things came out of it. Somewhat.
Good.
I don't know. But yeah. So this one on YouTube as of March 2023 has 1.9 billion views.
That's so
It's one of the
many.
80 most viewed videos on there.
Wow.
Yeah, could you imagine if that made
And that was
people
my first
watch?
time seeing it.
Yeah, 'cause we just gave it two more this week.
You did.
Could you imagine if that made people like if half that made people watch one of our podcasts on here?
Wouldn't that be so great? We
nice.
need to become pop stars.
Yeah, you know what's going on right now. So like we're recording this in April, end of April, and like the first episode of the summer of 2015 at the 10 series dropped on YouTube, and views are all right, on track with other things with normal episodes. But leave it to one of my fucking Blu-ray reviews, my Clint Eastwood 4K reviews that just went up. Yeah, those are doing banger business.
Huh.
Thousands of views, but I can't get people listening to my fucking episodes on YouTube. But maybe,
Well,
but they're probably listening on Spotify, Apple, whatever,
you know,
Podomatic
people
Weekly.
are searching up Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, well, it's a big, it's Dirty Harry's in the lot of it, so that's a pretty big deal, and people want to know
Okay. I get that.
how the restoration is. But and it's good. I like the movies and stuff. But I'm like, man, I need a. You know, it's crazy because my podcast episodes on there compared to the Blue reviews, just night and day.
We have
So.
to figure out a way to mix sports and true crime. I think that's the magic recipe for getting those
Without hot
streams.
takes. I get sick of hot takes.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
I
without
want
hot takes.
actual good discussion that isn't enraged engagement, like, man, to really, but
You want to change human psychology?
yes, I do. We
Okay.
need to. We need to.
That'll be the next podcast.
Yeah.
How Brandon changed human psychology.
Yeah, there we go. Completely.
I'll definitely listen to it.
Right. Right. Very, very, very true. So, okay. Well, we have whipped, we have Nae Nae, and that'll do it for this one. So, Kat, that's a wrap on you for this summer. I appreciate having you. This has been great.
Yes.
Look at you becoming a little staple of this program.
Yes, I hope to continue to.
Very good. Yeah. Oh, you will. So where can people keep up with you in the meantime?
Well, if people would like to keep up with Kat and Moni from the Fake Ass Book Club, they can go to wherever they catch podcasts and YouTube. Please go to YouTube. And if you're on Instagram, we post a lot on there at the Fab Podcast.
And you do live things before you record, and you guys are very interactive with that. So check it out.
Yes, we go live before every recording just to pop in and check on the people.
Boom. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the socials at Brandon4K UHD. You can check out my YouTube channel if you're not watching this on there already. Next week on Monday, Scott, Aaron, and I talk Mistress America, People, Places, Things, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., and Straight Outta Compton. All that and more as the summer of 2015 at 10 continues.
The summer of 2015 at 10.
Thank you for listening. The Brandon Peters Show is a Creative Zombie Studios production. Produced by Brad Shoemaker and Brandon Peters. Written and edited by Brandon Peters. Announcer vocals by Jessica Alsman. Theme song by Metavari. Web design and show art by Brad Shoemaker with Brandon Peters. All music and clips featured in the episode are property of their respective studios, and no infringement is intended. Additional information on this and other episodes at BrandonPetersShow.com. For any inquiries, press opportunities, or sponsorship, contact mail at BrandonPetersShow.com. The show is available on Apple Music, Spotify, or anywhere podcasts are found.